Yo, what up, gents? It's your boy Tyler here. Welcome to another episode of the Gentleman's Crackle channel. Tonight, guys, we got something so cool. All right, I've been reading the comments left and right for months now. Tyler, do the Blaze RBA. Tyler, do the Mike Væps Blaze RBA. Tyler, do the ThunderHeadCreations Blaze RBA. I need a review on it. Guys, I heard you. I finally got it. All right. This is a really cool Addy. I've been testing building it and getting my build down for it. But as you can see, it is a dual-sided glass Boro that it comes with, all right? So you can buy the RBA separate, or you can get the kit that has the Boro in it. And of course, I wanted to get the cool Boro, all right? So this is all stainless steel, all right? All anodized stainless steel. So it's really cool. I've been testing with it, and hey, it works pretty good, man. It works pretty good. But we're gonna get into all that, guys. First, let's start it off with a little crackle session, all right? First up on the list, we have the Dope R RBA, all right? Number 555. You can barely see it in there, but it says 555 down there. But this is sitting inside the Circum TGC mod. All right, this is the Q60 side load. Look at that. We got the TGC buttons on there. We got some Defy micarta wattage up, wattage down buttons. We got the TGC battery wrap, TGC Boro, completed off with a VWM tip. Dude, what a setup, man. What a setup. 0.32 running at 34.5 watts. Let's get it. Yep, there it is. Just an absolute monster, man. So freaking good. So freaking good, guys. Next up on the list, check this out, guys. The TGCC 1 Titanium, all right, from Sturdy. Look at that. Got the titanium base, matching off with the titanium tip. Let's see, it's marked up there. It says custom anodized TI-22 grade 5. But we got some Reg tripwires in here, 32 watts running at 0.4 ohms. Let's check her out. Absolute monster, man. Dude, that 1 Titanium rips so nice, so good. Absolutely. And guys, we got one more Sturdy product, all right? This is the Sturdy 1 Orion sitting in the LVE Orion 2. We got the buttons, all right? We got the Sturdy buttons. Everything. I love this mod too. Completed off with a VWM extended tip. Let's go, let's get it. And we also got some red tripwires in here running at 33 watts. Let's try it. Dude, I love that so much. That rips so clean. That is such good flavor, dude. Sturdy went off on this 1 Orion, man. It is so good. Abso-freaking-lutely, guys. And you guys know it wouldn't be a video without our rip off the cart ski, rip ski. Let's get it. Guys, one thing I wanted to show before we move on is these new paracord endings that I had my boy Smurf make for me, all right? So I provided him this extension nut right here, all right? This screws onto the base right here. And then I sent him over this part and this ultimate bead right here, all right? This is a Lauti Noise C Nano, all right? And this is the scepter that it sits on, but nice, beautiful spinner. Nice silent spinner too. And it's so cool how they can get those curves just right. It's precision CNC made, you know, so they're very high quality. And I love that paracord at the bottom. All right, so I got it done for both of my little twirlers. All right, so this is the Lauti Bit 5. All right, and I also got it done. I just sent Smurf over these screws. and the bead. All right, this is Zerk and TI. All right, so this is a Zerk TI combination right here. And dude, he went off on that. Smurf did such an amazing job on that, man. Smurf is definitely my paracord guy. All right, but let's take a listen to that. Got some sapphire red beads in there. Love that. Love that whole setup, man. So those just look so freaking nice. So freaking nice. Next up, guys, we have the Lauti X AC/DC Devil's Milk Cap. All right. So this all has magnets in here that make it spin. But if you hold it at the right angle, you can make those magnets talk. Super nice fidget. Super nice fidget. And the last one on the list, guys, is the FY/EDC Ultim Slider. All right. And you can see all those paragraph tracks it has in there. All right. So those are all springs with beads inside of them right there. That's giving it that sound. Polished Ultim looks so nice. I love that polished Ultim. Hold on, let's let you guys hear it. So nice, man. So nice. All right, guys. Let's kick this video off, shall we? All right, guys. So let's check out what this thing is all about. I can't really show all of it because it has websites and stuff on it. But Mike Væps has his own YouTube channel, so definitely go ahead and look that up. You guys probably already know that, though. You know what I'm saying? He's been around the scene for a long time. You know, one of the greats, just like Bogan, Grimm, Mark Todd. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking really good guy, really good reviewer. So I was very intrigued to try this out, to say the least. But make sure we get no website showing. But as you guys can see, you have the pins right up front here, all right? So what I got loaded up in there is the 3.0. All right, we got the 3.0. We have the 1.2, 2.0, and 2.5. All right, guys, so the biggest pin in here is the 3.0, all right? So pretty cool boro. You can open up the glass both sides, all right? And normally a boro tank, the top of the tank is seated more to one side, all right? Because when it sits in a boro tank, it's kind of off-centered a little bit. So this cannot go in every AIO, or at least this boro cannot go in every AIO. I've tried it in a couple and it doesn't line up and the tip won't screw in. The only one that this will fit in is the mule. All right, so we're going to be using this one in the mule. So that's for a little bit later. But let's go ahead and check this out. So both sides can come off completely. And you just have that kind of base right there. But push it out. And we can unscrew the chimney and get this piece out of there. All right, so let's just kind of put this boro over to the side. And let's check this out. All right, so we have just a regular screw-on chimney right there. And might I add, that looks really pleasant. I love that chimney. Looks really nice. Looks really nice. But all right, guys, the cool thing about this Addy is, let's go ahead and take off this barrel. So as you can see, there's no O-ring on here. It's just press fit. So when you go to put this on, you got to make sure it doesn't come off inside of the boro, you know, but it stays on pretty well. It stays on pretty well. But okay, so we're going to open this up and going inside here. It's pretty plain, just a nice spacious barrel. All right, a little bit of chimney hole at the top. And then this is really cool right here. Hang on, let me get my tweezers out to show you. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to use my scissors. All right, let me just zoom in a little for you guys. So a lot of people have asked me how to wick this thing, and I pretty much got the concept right as I built it on the live. But there is a rule of thumb you need to realize about this RBA when you're building it. All right, even though that hole looks like, you know, okay, so this is how the wick goes in here. All right, guys, you can see that's your wick holes down there. And it's pretty big wick holes, all right? Long wick holes that lead right up to the top up here. So what your brain wants to do is, when you see something like this, you want to bring it out a little bit farther, and you want to be able to tuck it in down in that hole. You know what I'm saying? And some people have the wick, you know, coming all the way out of the bottom down here. So guys, what you want to do is we're going to cut this cotton flush right to the deck. We're going to cut it right to the deck flush. All right, and then what we want to do is we want to lay our cotton right on top of here. All right, so we just want to block that hole just like that. We don't want any cotton going down inside. You can have a little tiny little bit of cotton going inside, but you definitely do not want to cut it and then start stuffing it down that hole. No, we're going to cut it. We're going to fan it all around. We're going to trim that top off, and then we're going to juice it up and then kind of push it to where it just lays right on top of that hole. And guys, it wicks like a dream. It wicks like a dream that way. But the cool thing about this airflow is you can see how this is going inside there into that little hole. All right. So, and that leads down to the airflow down here. All right. So these little drilled out honeycomb pieces, this can get air going right to the sides of the coil. All right. That's really cool. I like that a lot. That's really unique to be able to direct that airflow. So this airflow right here, when you have this cap on, it's essentially cutting off, it's allowing that airflow to happen and then travel down that hole. All right. So you're getting 3 sides of airflow going, 1, 2, and then at the bottom airflow 3. All right. So that's really unique. I like that about that. When I saw that, I was like, whoa, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool that he did that. But hang on, guys. Let me go ahead and take this coil out so you guys can see the full deck. All right, so we got this coil out, and as you can see, you leave the legs relatively long. All right, it comes with a piece in there that allows you to cut the coil legs. Let me show you guys. So you get, definitely don't want to show any of that. Definitely don't want to show any of that. But going inside the spares bag, look, you get stuff for the boro, gaskets, glass. Look at that. They actually include spare glass. I like that. Gaskets, O-rings. But inside here, guys, you get a pack of coils in here. Now, these coils have me a little bit confused because that's a 0.2 ohm coil, and using 3 millimeters of airflow on a 0.2 ohm coil, I just can't wrap my head around that. But hey, you know what I'm saying? You could definitely still use these. You can have a good experience, but man, it's just, I wouldn't use 0.2 ohm coils on a 3 millimeter airflow. I would want as much airflow as possible. But hey, it definitely is a lot of airflow for 3 millimeters. I will give it that. But yeah, you get some included coils in there. You get the little O-ring. You get the Allen key. You get the grub screws and everything. So that's pretty cool that they include all that. So nice little set of spares. But you also get this guy right here, all right? And this will help you judge where you want your coil cut at, all right? So I think I had this at a, where did I have this at? Did I have it at a high 6? Yep, I had it at, I had it at a low 6, all right? So you can see these numbers. You guys know what this, you guys know what this thing is, you know what I'm saying? But, so you just put your coil in like that and cut it accordingly. And boom, you have a perfectly cut coil. And this is gonna go perfectly with the airflow, just like that. All right, so it's gonna sit in there perfect. But that's the deck right there. All right, so you get 3 little holes of airflow plus these guys. So you get a lot of airflow in this thing. Not bad. It is serialized. I got number F8146. All right. And this is the black or the gunmetal. I'm not sure. I'll see it in a second. It's gunmetal. Yep, gunmetal. So not a bad little RBA, man. We're gonna go ahead and build this thing, but nice little engraving on there. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and throw a build in this thing, shall we? All right, we got our Evil Genius build tab, SVB mods. All right, we got our Vecto 2 kit from Graphics. Let's go ahead and pull these clippers out. Let's go ahead and pull the coil rod out. And we already got our skizzers. That's all we're gonna need. For the bit, I am using a hex 1.5. All right, hex 1.5. So let's go ahead and get this guy on here. Nice. And then guys, for today's coils, we have some Pendulum coils, CherryBombs, 2.5 millimeter, 4.5 wrap, 0.28 ohms. Yes, sir. But we are going to be adding a wrap. All right, guys, we are going to be adding a wrap. So it might ohm out a little bit higher. It might come out to like a 0.3. But you guys know the drill for getting these coils ready to go parallel. We're going to slowly bend it like this. And we're going to overbend them like that just so they come nice and straight like that. All right, guys, let's go ahead and zoom in a little. And then we'll zoom in a lot after we're done getting this ready. All right, so we are going to go at a low 6. Low 6, and let me get ready. Oh, hang on. There we go. There we go, guys. Sorry. And we're going to go in and bam and bam. All right, let me go ahead and judge on this thing. This one looks, it might do. It might do. Hang on. Let's see. Yep. That's going to do nicely, folks. That's going to do nicely. Just like that. And go ahead and get one leg in. Turn it around to the other side. And get this leg in. Just like that. Just like that. And hold on. Let's get this nice and straight. That looks perfect. That looks beautiful. All right, guys, so on your coil kit, definitely a low 6, all right? The lower of the two. And with that, we shall start building. Go ahead and bring this down to 10. And we should see a little bit of smoke. Yep, right on cue. And we're just going to wait for it to turn a little gold, and then we're going to go up. Right on the money. There's the gold. Let's go up to 12. Nice. I see it turning a little bit of red now. All right, let's bring it up to 14, and then we can hit the other side now. Oh yeah, it's starting to glow. Perfect already. Nice. Ooh, 0.32. Not bad, guys, not bad. Let's bring it up to 17, 17.5. Nice, nice. Guys, is it looking like a? Even glow. You're even glowing on the mic Væps, blaze, bridge, oh yeah, dual glass, sliding tank, oh yeah, even glow. Thank you. No, thank you, thank you. Oh, you in the back, thank you too. You guys are too much. You guys are too much. All right, let's bring this up to about 25 watts. We're gonna check it. Very cool. Very, very cool. And what we're gonna be building at, guys, what we're gonna be building at, 30. Very cool. Very, very cool, guys. All right, for today's cotton, we have some Firebolt cotton. All right, some shoelace. Always love digging in this bag, seeing the shoelace in there. Let's go ahead, let's grab this piece right yonder. Let's grab this piece right yonder. All right, guys, first thing we're gonna do to prep this is we are gonna cut off the end because we would never stick this through. I don't know why they sell it with that shoelace at the end. You could never stick this in a 2.5mm ID, never in a million years. It would choke up your build so much. Fuck the Crackle. It would just choke up your build so much if you used all that cotton in there. Look at this, jeez. I can always get 2 full uses. I could probably get 4 if I cut it in half, but it's crazy. But yeah. So let's go ahead and rip in half, just like that. Some people cut in half. You can cut in half if you wanted to. Absolutely good. And what we're gonna do is the American hot dog roll. We're just gonna roll it up like that. Let me see if that feels like a tad too much. So hang on, let me get off these little odds and ends. These little odds and ends, shall we? Put that over yonder and oh yeah, that feels nice and good. American hot dog roll. We are gonna get our twisties going and we are gonna send this through, guys, all right? Send it right through that 2.5mm ID. We're gonna pull this sucker right through and not too much back and forth, just a little bit, but not too much at all. You don't really want that much back and forth here. All right, guys, and we are gonna take this and cut it to about maybe just a hair past the deck. Just a hair past the deck because this looks a little thin. We might trim off more, but it looks a little thin. And a hair past the deck, right on. And let's see what we got here. We can judge how much we got by fanning it all around. All right, guys. And this is the same technique that is equivalent to raking it. So if you feel more comfortable raking it, go ahead and do that. But you want the tops, well, I want the tops of my cotton completely trimmed off. All right? Because we don't need all this cotton. We're just gonna use the tops of it. We're gonna use the bottom portion in the middle to kind of wick with it. We don't need all that stuff on the top to achieve what we're trying to achieve, which is crackle in your builds. The reason why you guys are here watching the channel. All right, so it doesn't have to look pretty, but just fan it all around like that. All right, let's go ahead and get to chopping. All right, guys, we got our skizzers here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go right to those tops and just like exactly what I said, trim those tops right off, just like that. Repeat on both sides, and then that's what you should be left over with, right there, just like that, guys. All right. So now what we're gonna do is we are gonna wet this cotton and fold it in a little bit. All right. So for today's juice, guys, we have some bearded Brews, pucked up, sour lemon bubblegum. Amen. Heck yes, dude. This is going to be a treat and a half. This is going to be a treat and a half. All right. This Firebolt absorbs super quickly. super quickly. We're going to check the crackle first, and then we're going to proceed by wetting everything. First, let's check that crackle. Uh-oh, I hear something going. I hear something going, guys. Let's bring this up to 33 so we can do some justice. Bro, are you fucking kidding me? Are you motherfucking kidding me, bro? What the fuck? Dude, Jared Thompson, you are a beast, sir. You are a beast. Guys, let's let you hear this at 34. What the fuck? That sounds so good, you guys. Holy cow. That sounds so freaking good. It's always a pleasure having Jared's Coils on the channel. Jared makes some bomb-ass builds, man. Bomb-ass builds. Alright, guys, so we're just slowly painting up everything. Alright, I'm just kind of dripping the cotton on and letting it absorb in there. Alright, guys, just like that. So now what we're going to do is the most important part, guys. Take this build and put the cotton right up in there. That's why I said to kind of cut it a little bit past it. At first I said cut it to the deck, but I can see that it's got to go back a little bit, so that's why I wanted to cut it far. Alright, we want to make sure we cover up every bit of that hole. Every bit of that hole. Alright, guys, just like that. See that? We just want that hole to be nice and covered up. Same thing with this, kind of spread it apart. Get it up. Get it up on the build, get it up on the deck. Kind of push it in. It's like a finesse job with your coil jigger tweezers. Just got to make sure that that is on the landing pad. Yep. That looks pretty darn good. Hang on, let me just fix this so we're not pulling any cotton when we go to put this on. We don't want any to pull with it. That's exactly what we're looking for right there, guys. Just to cut, you can see right in there, we're just covering up that hole right there. All right, so let's give it one more try, and then we're gonna build it, or then we're gonna throw the cap on. Dude, that pucked up smells so fire, bro. So fire. All right, so now, bam. Just like that, guys. Just like that. All right, this is gonna slowly come off. Just like that. All right, guys, let's get this, let's get this into a boro. All right, y'all. Whoop, 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 whoop. Got the tank right here. Let's go ahead and just pull off one of those glasses. And we're gonna take our build, our deck, and very gently, place it in there just like that. Grab our chimney. And slowly screw it on. There we go. And we're just gonna push that bad boy in. Doesn't line up correctly. It's weird to put it in. But hey, that's it right there. That is it right there, guys. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Let's go ahead and put some juice in here. And About right there, probably. Yep. I never fill it up all the way. I just fill it up just enough to cover the top of the RBA. No leaking so far. Let's cross our fingers. So you can tell if it's leaking if a bunch of juice just comes pouring out of that airflow pin. So if we didn't line up that wick hole right, that juice would just start guzzling out of that bottom airflow. But it's clear. It's clear. That means it is completely covered up that wick hole, and we are good to proceed. So let's get our muleth out. We got the muleth running at 35 watts. Let's bring this down to 34 just for the test fire. Love this Mule V2, man. Such a good mod. All right, so as you can see, it just barely lines up with the mule right there. But we can get our tip to go in, and let's see what she's running at. All right, dude, yes. All right, guys, I will see you up top. Yo, gents, welcome back to the channel. Dude, that was a fun ass build, wasn't it? The freaking sensational Mike Væps Blaze RBA. Now I can see why a bunch of you guys told me to get it for the channel. You guys wanted me to show you how to wick it and everything, and plus a lot of you guys said it was a good RBA, so I wanted to try it out. And dude, first off, looking in that Mule V2 double splash, baby, you already know, looks so nice in there. That boro, as you can see how it's see how it's a little bit going off? That's because the boro's twisted in a weird way, because it's not centered on the tank hole. So there's really no real way to get that in right. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be sitting a little off-centered, but hey, it still works good. Sorry, we're just getting the fingerprints off that. Here's a fingerprint magnet. But let's go ahead and try it out, shall we? Dude, that's 35 watts. 35 watts kicking right there. Coming out to a 0.32. Let's get it. Dude, you get some clouds with that mother, bro. You get some serious cloud chucking with this, bro. Dude, that flavor is good. Guys, this is not a bad RBA. It crackles so loud. The action is nice. It's not that bad to build on. You know what I'm saying? You just got to make sure to get the coil legs in right. Make sure it's at that nice height so the honeycomb airflow can hit it. And just make sure no cotton goes down into that little hole. Just make sure it sits right on top even. And bro, you will get some nice, loud, popping crackle with just optimal juice flow. Dude, I am really liking that. And I'm getting bubbles for days. You guys can barely see it on there, but there is huge bubbles coming from the bottom and going up top. Man, it sounds so good, and it's ripping good too. I can tell it's wicking good because if this was just the juice that I put on the cotton, that would have been gone a long time ago. It would have already fizzled out by now. But it's still pumping that nice crackle. And that nice crackle too, by the way, is brought to you by Jared Thompson of Pendulum Coils. These are the CherryBomb variant I'm using in there. And it's phenomenal, guys. It's really, really good. And that awesome taste, that sour bubblegum taste, bro, from Bearded Brews, Mr. Tom Spradlin, bro, making some of the best juice in the game, bro. So clean, so nice, sour bubblegum. Dude, I'm in heaven right now. This is perfect. And also, it is my birthday today, so happy birthday to me. Hey. And what a way to celebrate it than with a nice RBA, some nice coils, some good ass juice inside of a Mule V2. I can't think of a better way to celebrate it. And if anyone's wondering, I just turned 38 today. 38, bro. 2 years away from 40. What the hell am I going to do? But hey, aging gracefully. You know what I'm saying? Thank God I made it another year. So I made it to another birthday sober, you know, sober from the hard drugs. You know what I'm saying? Just incredibly blessed. Just incredibly blessed. I have a new MacBook sitting in the corner right there. Sitting in the corner right there. No, not a MacBook, an iMac. M4 iMac with 24 gigabytes of RAM. All right, I got the 512 gigabytes of hard drive, but or I'm sorry, 256 of hard drive, but I got an expansion pack, a storage expansion, external storage. So can't wait to start making videos on that, man. I'm gonna watch a couple tutorials on it on iMovie and make sure I know exactly what I'm doing, because I know how to use iMovie on the phone. That's why I made the videos with iMovie before, but now I use a phone app called Splice. All right, and that's how I make all the videos now on it. But it's gonna be fun doing it on a computer now. But man, this RBA is just singing, bro. It's spectacular. Wicking like an absolute dream, hitting like an absolute beast. It's so good, man. It definitely deserves a show. All right, guys, and we shall get this show on the road. Stop it, you. All right, guys, ready? This deserves this and more. All day. All day. Hats off. Hats off to Mike Væps and the Blaze RBA. It is so freaking kicking, man. All damn day. All damn day. But guys, at this time, I would like to thank the following people, if I could. Like to thank these following gents. Or Ultimate Kings, I should say. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Robert Ford, Chris Greek, Lucille Joanne, Michael Forgash, Robert Shkreli, James Patrick, Sam Freeman, Dominic Giles, CJ Castillo, James Hatton, Clinton Starr, Andrew Williams, Bowen Wang, Joey Little, Sleepy McNoodle, Nick Cristiano, Daryl Montana, Juan Jackson, Michael Stevens, Chris Romans, August Linder, and our newest member, Nick Dudash. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the Ultimate Kings. If you would like your name shouted out in the video, I'll leave links down there for the Patreon. It's super fun, man. We have so much fun in that chat. It's lit when you join, you get thrown into a group chat and it's lit 24/7. We're always throwing like raffles in there, giveaways, and all that kind of stuff. So we have two different tiers, the Crackle Kings and the Ultimate Kings. The Crackle Kings, you get a free set of coils, and the Ultimate Kings, you get a free set of coils, a free bag of Maviton X Cotton, you get a part of the blog, you get to view the videos early. So I release the videos first to the Patreons and then to the wild. So the first people to get the videos are the Ultimate Kings, the next people to get the video are the Crackle Kings, and then I release it out to everyone else. So if you're interested in joining that, I'll leave links to that down below. I know I already said that. But we have a Discord server too. There's a BST thread, Crackle Checks thread, TGCC videos thread, vape mail thread. Dude, that Discord server is lit 24/7 too, man. So many members in there. It's growing every day. So I'll leave a link to that down below if you're interested in joining. Guys, we have a big Christmas live giveaway planned, all right, for the 23rd of this month, all right, happening at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my time. We're going to be giving away over 20 prizes. Yeah. Okay. We're going to have prizes going to the Ultimate Kings, Crackle Kings, free Patreon members, Discord member servers, Facebook Hangout group members, and I'm going to try to squeeze IG in there too. All right. If you're not following me on IG, at TylerXETN, 3 letters, ETN. All right. So go ahead and follow me on all those. So if you're a part of the Patreon and Discord server and Facebook group Hangout members, you'll get multiple chances to win. So 20 prizes, dude, lots of good prizes too. We got mods, we got addies, we got juice, we got coils, we got a cash prize too. Dude, it's gonna be lit. This Christmas party is gonna be so lit, guys. So I'll leave links to that all down below. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the video, all that jazz. But guys, why we're here? The Blaze RBA. All right, should you get it? Yeah, it's a good one. I'm glad you guys told me about it in the comments. I listened and I wanted to get on the channel. And dude, you guys are right. It sings. It's a really, really good one. Wicks like a powerhouse, dude. It hasn't gone dry or even shown signs of being dry this whole time. And I just talked for a little bit and picked it back up. And dude, it's going good. It's been going like this for me all week too. Dude, I can sit here and vape this whole tank down. No problem. No problem. It's that good. It's that good. It's really not that bad. For a 3mm airflow RBA, you know, the max you can get is 3mm. I didn't think I was going to like it at first, you know, because I'm a major DL guy. 4.5mm all day. But three is where, that's my limit. That's the lowest I'll go. I'll do 2.5 if I have to. You know what I'm saying? If I have to, I'll do 2.5. But I prefer 4. But this being 3mm, dude, it's good. You get a lot of airflow for 3mm. It feels like you're hitting a 4mm. It really does. It feels just like you're hitting a 4mm. So good, guys. So good. But hey, guys, we'll do one more and then we'll call it a video. All right, guys. Cheers. One more. One more. It's so good. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. It's that good, guys. All right, guys. I'm Tyler. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later. Love you. Peace.